Hello RtCW mappers, it's time to learn how to make triggers. I'm going to create two triggers, one trigger multiple and one AI trigger. So in the common folder, select the trigger texture and we're going to create a trigger multiple at the door. So here, let's create a trigger zone. Yeah, about this size. So this is a trigger zone. Please note that it's not yet technically a trigger. If we select it and then press N on the keyboard, you can see that it's just a world spawn. Select the trigger, right-click in the 2D window and select Trigger Multiple. Select it, press N on your keyboard and enter Target Speaker 2. There we go. And then, of course, right-click and place a target speaker. Let's put it near the roof. And, of course, we're going to call this one target name, speaker 2. And the two entities are now connected. Here's another important thing. Select the trigger zone, press N, and enter wait, and then the number of seconds between each triggering. I'm going to enter 30. So when the player steps into this trigger zone, it will trigger the speaker, and then there will be a waiting period of 30 seconds until you can trigger it again. Now let's decide on the sound. Select the speaker, press N, and enter noise. sound/world/owl.wav. So it's the sound of a bird. That's it. That's all we have to do. So let's compile. Next, let's create the bot files with BSPC UI executable. Make sure there's a space in front of the digit 4. And click Run. That will create the necessary bot files. Launch the game. Click Start. Perfect. Let's see if the owl sound is working. Yeah, it's working perfectly. So, see, it's not triggering anymore, because there's a 30-second waiting interval between the triggerings. I'm going to put the next trigger zone here, and it's going to be a so-called AI trigger. It will trigger an event inside the player's script. Let's check it out. So there's the trigger texture. Select it, right-click, and this time select AI trigger. And we're going to put the soldier in the corner, but first let's finish this one. Select it, press N, and this is only triggered by the player. So we need to write AI name player. Then we need to put in a target. I'm going to put in target start soldier 2. But you can write anything. I'm just picking start soldier 2 because, well, why not? We also need to enter a weight value. Let's enter weight and -1. Technically, that means that this AI trigger, it will only trigger once. Finally, we need to copy the soldier. We already have a nice soldier here, soldier 1. So we're going to select him and press the space bar to duplicate and drag him into the corner over here. And of course, we're going to rename him. So select, press N, and rename him to Soldier 2. Target name, Soldier 2. Perfect. Oh, I almost forgot. See this little box where it says trigger spawn? We need to tick it. We need to select it. If we go back to Soldier 1, select him, press N to bring up the entities window. He doesn't have this box ticked. That means that Soldier 1 will spawn into the game as soon as the game starts. Whereas Soldier 2, our friend over here in the corner, he will be invisible. He will not be in the game until you trigger him. So that's why it's called trigger spawn. We need to trigger him to spawn him. And that's what we're doing with this AI trigger zone. It will target something inside the player's script. So let's go to the script. And here's the player's script. And at the end, let's add a new event. Trigger. Do you remember what the code was? It's start soldier 2. We can copy. Let's copy this one. Let's remove the print. We need to switch the music. What should we have? I like M drums. That's a nice song. And of course, we need to alert this soldier 2. So we type alert entity soldier 2. And that's it. We are done. In summary, when the player steps into this trigger zone, it will trigger something called Start Soldier 2 inside the player's script. And here we have the player's script, and here's the event called Start Soldier 2. So it will play the music, and it will alert Soldier 2. So in other words, Soldier 2 will be spawned into the game. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a script for Soldier 2. I bet you thought about it, but I forgot. So we need to go back to the script. We need to copy Soldier 1. Let's copy this script and paste it at the end. And of course, we're going to rename him to Soldier 2. We can keep these attributes, but this one we're going to erase. We can remove that one. We don't need that one. And over here, we're going to stop the music. So let's write mu stop. That will stop the music. Perfect. And just compile and create new bot files. Here we go. So far, everything's working perfectly. So just to remind you all, here we have a trigger multiple. It fires the speaker, and the speaker plays that bird, the owl. Let's hear it. So if I step into it now, nothing happens. We have to wait another, let's say, 20 seconds. But we're not going to do that. We're going to open the door. Now, let's see. The trigger is here in the middle. Let's wait for the door to close. So, guys, are you ready? Here we go. The music didn't stop. There's something wrong with the script. Soldier 2. Death. Music stop. It should stop. Why didn't it stop? Oh! Let's quit the game. There we go. So this is a classic mistake. The background music, this music, is controlled within the player's script. So if I put the stop music command here inside the soldier, it's not going to work. So we need to trigger something. And then inside the player's script, it will execute the termination of the music. So we're going to copy this line of script here, and we're going to put it here in the death event for the soldier. Soldier 2. Save. I want to tell you another thing. The only thing we changed now was the script, so we don't need to recompile the map. We can run the game again. So in other words, you don't need to compile the map if you only change the script. That saves time. Here we go. I wonder if we can sneak into that door. He heard us. Okay, second try. The drums. And now the music will stop. Perfect. That concludes this video. So see you in the next one. It's quite dark here. I think I'm going to put some lights here in the next video. So, see you. Bye-bye. Don't forget thumbs up, subscribe, or write a comment. It means a lot. So thanks in advance. Bye for now.